Let's have a little more fun with our buddy Mike Rowe. I got a really funny older video that I want to share with everybody. But first, let's just look at a couple funny things. So, Mike Rowe supports entrepreneurs with made in USA work ethic. Here he is, listening to Fox News, shaking his head, biting his lips together, like, yeah, you're right, we got to bring more American entrepreneurs made in USA. Well, Mike, what about the studios that you work for that are funded by Chinese people? What about that, Mike? And Mike, since you push dog ownership, what about the fact that most of the stuff that we get for our dogs, even some of the food, comes from China? Even the drugs. Well, what's up with that, Mike? Hmm. Well, I'll do a longer video on that later. But I just kind of wonder, what's up with that, Mike? How come you never talk about that? Could it be that your Chinese handlers told you not to? Now, I'm not telling anybody to think any way at all about Mike Rowe. I used to be a fan of most of his stuff, but I'm just showing everybody the pattern. The truth is in the pattern. Chinese backed studios and celebrities are the ones that push ownership of dogs. And they're also the ones that scarcely, if never, talk about the dangers or expenses of dogs, even though they talk about every other hot button topic. Now for our funny one from Mike Rowe.
Caitlin Hansen, who has a picture of a poodle and a baby, and it's very lovely, asks, "Are you a dog person or a cat person?" I'm guessing she's a cat person.
Oh,
Because she has a picture of a dog. It only makes sense.
I like dogs. I mean, it's not that I don't like cats. I just don't feel like I can trust them.
Okay, Mike. Hey, Mike. When's the last time a cat did this to you? This whole story, Mike is on the trail and he gets too close to a dog. A cat would be off hiding in the bush. Unless you went up there and tickled the cat and played with it way too much, it wouldn't bite you like this. And if it did, it would be way less severe. So, Mikey, what are you talking about? You don't trust cats. You're over here bragging that you got bit by a dog, not talking about rabies, not talking about sepsis, not promoting accountability for dog owners. You guys, you can't make this stuff up. So, to illustrate my point, I went to Mike Rowe's channel and I keyword searched for stuff about dogs. Barely anything. But I did find this one about sheepdogs. And so I'm going to search the transcript for some things. Like, I searched right now the word risk, and he doesn't talk about the risks of dog ownership. This is my little keyword search up here, top right. So I'm going to search for rabies. Rabies? Nope, he's not going to talk about the risk of rabies bites. Or how about sepsis? Nothing. What about capnocytophaga? That's very dangerous with dog bites. CAPNO, no, it's not in there. So he doesn't talk about the dangers of dog ownership. With all of his views and all of his platform and all of his talk about American made jobs and doing your own homework, maybe when he says do your own homework, what he's actually telling you to do is to go look up dogs on your own, because he certainly isn't going to say one thing about them. Same thing over on the Mike Rowe Works website. I looked for dog bite, I looked for rabies, and nothing. Nothing. So Mike Rowe, he is not going to talk about the dangers of dogs at all. If you found something where he actually went out of his way to speak the truth about dogs, go ahead and throw it in the comments. I would be curious to know. Because this just fits the pattern. Chinese backed celebrities push dog ownership. They never talk about dogs. Now, since our Mike Rowe funny video was from 12 years ago, let's go back to around that time in Mike Rowe's career and see if we can find the pattern, as I call it. So I'm talking about this right here. Mike Rowe on QVC selling us all kinds of good stuff that we just got to have. So let me tell you a little information about QVC. So QVC, like other studios that Mike has been part of, got partial backing and connections with Chinese. So there you go. That's the pattern. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the little Mike Rowe cat versus dogs video. I thought it was quite funny. See you guys later.